They say whoever controls the heartland controls the world. But in 2026, control looks very different. It's not land, it's choke points. And one 21-mile strip of water is quietly becoming the most important pressure point in the global economy. When Donald Trump shared a map referring to the Strait of Hormuz as the Strait of Trump, it wasn't just a headline moment. It was a signal that control over global energy routes is becoming more explicit, more strategic, and more contested. While the media debates the name, the real story is the leverage behind it. This is the blockade blueprint, not necessarily declared, but increasingly visible in how power is being projected across the world's most critical maritime corridor. As we speak, naval positioning and geopolitical tensions are reshaping how this choke point operates. The Strait of Hormuz has always been vital, but now it's becoming conditional. Since early 2026, we've effectively entered a dual pressure scenario. Sanctions, enforcement, and regional responses are all interacting at once. The implication is simple. Movement through this corridor is no longer just about geography. It's about alignment, risk, and control. In a system like this, freedom of navigation doesn't disappear, but it becomes negotiated, influenced, and, in some cases, constrained. The blueprint of global trade isn't gone, but it's evolving under pressure. Now look at the markets. Brent crude pushing toward elevated levels isn't just about supply, it's about uncertainty. This is what's known as risk repricing. When a single choke point becomes unstable, the entire system reacts. Shipping costs rise, insurance premiums spike, and every barrel of oil carries not just fuel, but geopolitical risk. That cost doesn't stay at sea. It moves through supply chains, into industries, and eventually into everyday life. The idea of frictionless, low-cost global energy, the model the world depended on, is now under strain. So why now? Because the world is shifting from open systems to strategic control points. What we're witnessing is the early stage of what could become sovereign corridors, where nations actively secure alternative routes, pipelines, and alliances to reduce dependence on volatile maritime zones. The oceans aren't closed, but they are no longer neutral in the way they once were. Control, influence, and positioning are starting to define access. This isn't the collapse of global trade, it's its transformation. The so-called Strait of Trump moment isn't about a name. It's about what that name represents. A shift in how power is communicated and exercised in real time. Will tensions ease, or will pressure build further? Will energy markets stabilize? One thing is clear, the rules are changing. To understand the strategies behind the headlines and the systems shaping the future, subscribe to the Intel Logic. We don't just follow the story, we decode it